I think firstly, I think here, perhaps a few thousand people here, everybody come from our mother. So sometimes in India, some sort of stories, some very great person or some saint, you see, born from lotus. So sometimes I jokingly telling people, so such people may have more compassionate attitude towards lotus rather than human being. But anyway, and fortunately, we born from our mother. So as soon as we born, by biological factor, both sides, mother side and child side, some kind of immense sort of feeling of closeness, trust. So from mother side, because of that strong emotion of loving kindness or affection, brought energy from mother in order to protect or in order to care, in order to take care of our child. That's a biological factor. Not come from religion, religious faith. Look, animal, no religion, no constitution, no police force. But biological factor, the mother like you see, cat or dog or bird, biologically, you see, they have tremendous sort of affection, sense of concern of their offspring. So biologically, we equipped that kind of sort of affection. So any person or any animal who sort of appreciate others' affection, that also have the potential to show affection to others. So that's by nature like that. Then, furthermore, some scientists, too much anger, too much fear, constantly sort of experience, that actually eating our immune system. More compassionate mind, very helpful to sustain our immune system. So that shows, because we born through that way, we grown up under others' tremendous affection, care. So therefore, in our blood, some kind of the affection, seed of affection already there. So, a more compassionate mind, our physical element goes very well. Irritative mind not go well with body component. So, we can say basic human nature is more positive, more compassionate. And after all, we are social animal. Even other animal, those kind of social animal, they also have limited altruism because that need for survival. So then we, human beings, because of this intelligence, altruistic mind can extend, can increase, can expand. The compassion, which come from biological factor, that as a seed. Then using our human intelligence, the thinking or the investigation, the pros and cons are there, pros and cons. Then you get conviction, you get awareness. The warm-heartedness is so important. And for the society, for the family, for individual. Individual also, you see, they're more compassionate mind, the individual get best sort of result. Sometimes I jokingly, half joke, half truth. When I passing through some street, my usual sort of way, I always smile. So sometimes you see the people who are a little bit reserved people, and especially you see some young girls, when I smile, I think they get some suspicion. Instead of sort of happiness, you see, they look rather, oh, why? This person is smiling at me. That kind of attitude. So that means, smile, showing other, as even brother, sister. I feel happy. But that, my sort of compassionate attitude, not necessarily brings some happiness to other. That brings more suspicion, more worry. So as a result of practice of compassion, the first beneficial benefit go to oneself. So I want to make clear this. Sometimes people feel, practice of compassion is something good, something nice to other, but not necessarily to oneself. That's a totally mistake. So therefore, from our birth, we already equipped. You see this, this potential. Yes. As a seed of this, biological factor of affection, as a seed, then use human intelligence. That can increase. So there are two levels. One level of quite hot here. Too thick, isn't it? So one, the level of affection or compassion, mainly biological factor. That is very limited and also oriented about others' attitude. That kind of sort of affection goes only your friend or those people who show you positive. Then another level of compassion through training, through using our intellectual way. Intelligent. As I mentioned earlier, it's pros and cons. Then you get conviction. Extreme self-centered attitude is self-destruction. Think more other. That's really bring inner strength. So through these conviction, then deliberately extend our sense of concern, of well-being, not only towards your friend, but also the neutral people. Then finally, even your enemy or your troublemaker. Once your sort of genuine sense of concern, of well-being, reach your enemy, then that compassion is genuine, trained compassion. Unbiased, limitless, infinite. That we can do because of this marvelous intelligence. One example, one Tibetan monk. I know him very well. After 59, he spent about 18, 19 years in Chinese Gulag. So in early 80, he found opportunity come to India and join his previous monastery. I know him very well. So I just used to talk about his sort of experience during those 18, 19 years. And he told me, during that period, few occasions he faced some danger. I thought danger on his life, maybe. I asked him, what kind of danger? He told me, danger of forgetting compassion or losing compassion towards the perpetrators. Perpetrators. Also those Chinese who got or something like that. So as a result, such person really, practice infinite compassionate sort of value of compassion. Result, that person mentally very peaceful, very calm. And one occasion, after meeting with scientists, I think last now 30 years, almost annually, we have series of discussion with modern scientists, mainly come from America, and at least 3 universities, Wisconsin University and Emory University, and then Stanford University. Now already, last few years, they carry some program, some research work about the value of compassion, these things, and how much relation with our body and our brain. So, one occasion, we simply, I mentioned this in this sort of the experience, that monk. Then they want to test some of these people. And afterward, they found those people who passing through very sort of difficult sort of period, very difficult life, but their mental state unusually very sort of peaceful. Usually people who passing through such sort of experience, the traumatic sort of experience, then afterward some kind of traumatic experience sometimes happen. So they found that these scientists, after they interview and test, they found, very sort of the peaceful mind. So result, now this particular person, now his age, now 93, 94, still okay, physical okay. So the mental sort of attitude, very important for our health. About 2-3 years ago, I passing through surgery, the gallbladder remove. So since then, I jokingly telling people, I think I mentioned to you or not, I can't remember, but since then, I told, you see my face, same face, but in reality, one important organ of human body missing. So my body, not complete human sort of body. So in any way, usually, they say that sort of surgery takes only 15-20 minutes, they can complete. But my case, 3 hours took 3 hours because of the complication. But then within 6 days, or within 1 week, completely recover. The doctor is surprised, the physician surprised. Wow, although the surgery itself quite complicated, but the recover is unusually sort of faster. So that's my own experience. While I would lay down on the surgery sort of table, and a few days in the hospital, I feel okay, not much sort of anxiety, not much sort of problem. So the nurses and the physicians, within a few days, we become a very good friend. I joke, I tease them like that. So they themselves, you see, afterward, they told me, some of the physicians, since our meeting, their whole life, you see, changed. One physician's wife used to tell me, physician didn't tell me, but the wife used to tell me, my husband, before, a little bit difficult, but after that sort of surgery, after that way, my husband become much more gentler. So in any way, you see, they have more compassionate sort of mind, practice compassion. Really benefit not only oneself, and also you see, create some kind of positive atmosphere. Of course, I'm saying these things not sort of I'm something sort of something special. No, nothing. We all have the same potential, same intelligence. It's the same potential. So only thing is, we from childhood we trained. So through training, through study, we pay more attention about our inner value. So you also, see, the only question is, pay more attention in our inner value. Then you get, more experience.